My name is David Alexander. I am the Associate Professor of Philosophy. I am Jewish and Hispanic. So I was raised somewhat Jewish. We celebrated mainly we celebrated Hanukkah, we celebrated Passover, we would celebrate some other Jewish holidays every once in a while. I was always very proud to be Jewish. When I got into junior high and high school, I emphasized it quite a bit. So I would wear like a fairly large Star of David around my neck. So I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona. I grew up in a single parent home. My two sisters were pregnant very early and they bailed early, so I was kind of alone and ran my neighborhood, hung out with friends in the neighborhood from the time I was probably about 11, 12 years old. We ran the streets regularly. I became a believer when I was about 20, 21 years old. My best friend was murdered about a block away from my home. And it dawned on me that if I mourned his death and celebrated his life the way that I had done others, I would be doing his life a disservice. And I dedicated my life to Christ just a few days after. So prior to those experiences, I had started dabbling in philosophy in high school, and then when I became a believer, I just knew that I would be focusing in philosophy for the rest of my life. My wife and I both have backgrounds that have prepared us for India in very similar ways. I should say that my wife is the one who got me to go to India. Both of us come from a lot of brokenness, right? So broken family. India has all of the brokenness in America and none of the facade. So in America, we're just as broken, we're just as screwed up, if not more so. We have just as many idols, but we hide it. My wife was pregnant at a very young age, and so seeing young girls who, if it weren't for the organizations that we're working with, would almost guaranteed be involved in sex trafficking, in human trafficking of one sort or another. I think she has a kind of immediate bond with them. And so that recognition of these kinds of deep inconsistencies in my life, and of course, I recognized inconsistencies in the lives of everyone around me. In fact, I recognized their inconsistencies first. Going through that, I think, helped me want to live a life of consistency, a life of integrity, and want to challenge others to do so as well. By no means is my life filled with integrity and no inconsistency. I am still inconsistent. I still lack integrity, but it's different because I desire it. In the deepest part of my being, I desire integrity, I desire consistency, and that's not hypocrisy. So I think that's probably one of the ways that God has used some of my past experiences.